Yes. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
So we're having some champagne in the morning because we're celebrating. It is Stacy's birthday. Happy birthday, Stacy.
Thank you.
And yes, and happy birthday to Stuck too. Different color. And yes, and the iPhone Women Lunch too. And then, yeah, today we're talking about are we calling it the art of celebration?
Yeah, you know what? I just like the compound effects of celebration.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Just like,
yeah, because, today's a big day. So, I mean, I'm celebrating, first of all, because it's my best friend's birthday, but then also because, yeah, this has been a huge project for Stuck Designs, and it is our first big campaign, and in collaboration with I Fund Women, which is a big platform, and it's our first international documentary that we are filming and that we will be releasing after this live. So yeah, lots to celebrate today, endless things to celebrate today.
yes.
I wanted to kind of open up with a quote, as I usually do, or a reading or something like that. But I found this quote that's, the more you celebrate your life, the more there is to celebrate, because you're generating that like gratitude to the universe of like, I am thankful for this. I am thankful for who I am, for where I am, for the here and now, for what I am. And, and I get to celebrate my life, and I get to celebrate me, and I get to celebrate you. Like, the light within me sees the light within you. And I feel like, the more we celebrate, it really is true. It's like when you think about positive things, the more positive things appear. The more you celebrate, the more celebratory things appear. So, this Serafina said happy birthday. She is one of our global ambassadors. She's all the way in Ghana right now. So, yes. And
so
she's
connect our like networks and platforms and women and conscious entrepreneurs. So excited about connecting in this way.
Yeah, and she's in the documentary as well, so that's exciting. But yeah, celebration. It's really important.
Yeah. I think like what's so exciting, well, I'm feeling like excited. Like there was a lot of energy in like not getting our live to work this morning and getting like, oh no.
Yeah. Like similar to like, this is how I felt like this whole campaign process. I've had like so many delays and like so many things, like technical difficulties and stuff like that happen. Or, I mean, we essentially filmed this in the middle of a pandemic. So it was like just delays upon delays. And it's like, I feel like we had an example of how to navigate through and delays right now. And, delays are part of like the entrepreneurial process, but it's like when you finally get there, when you finally arrived, when you finally like finished the thing, then it is time to celebrate.
And you know what? That's why like we're so excited about talking about this, even just like that we're talking about the compound effects of celebration. Like sometimes like for me, I know like, are you worthy of being celebrated? How much are you okay with celebrating yourself, or how much are you okay with receiving? And that's something that I really had to look at this week. And Brett talking about like along the path of like, some of the things that didn't work out, some of the things that when you get there, can you still celebrate? And it's so funny that we're like waiting for that moment of like getting there and needing it or wanting it to look a certain way. And then sometimes talking us out of the celebration because it doesn't look a certain way. But then like she was saying, is like what we're telling the universe, like, well, I wanted that, but not that much,
Right.
And
right. And I mean, I think it was interesting before this call, we were talking, as we always do. Cheers, Stacy.
Cheers.
Happy birthday. But, and Stacy was saying how she was a bit hesitant to like social media version of celebrate herself, because it does like put the spotlight on you, and I think sometimes that can be a bit nerve-wracking. So
yeah. So what happened was my sister and friends put together a surprise birthday for me this past weekend on Sunday, and today is my actual birthday, which is like Friday. And after the celebration, I'm so excited to receive it. Actually, you see, I was like, oh my God, can I receive this? Like all this love and
receive these bubbles.
To help or prepare. And I was just like, whoa. So that's already like an area of receiving. But after the party, I was like really hesitant to post it on social media because I was like, a lot of people are going to tell me like happy birthday and they're going to see the post and like, it's not my birthday. So like how, oh my gosh, you know, like I don't want them to feel like, you know, maybe it's not yet. And so many different
the wrong day.
yourself, like what the games that you play when things come up. So I'll give you an example. Before it used to be like someone would tell me, oh, happy birthday. And I'd be like, no, it's not my birthday. Actually, it's on Friday. Like, no, you know, don't worry. You didn't get it wrong, all that stuff. And then I was like, oh my gosh, actually, how can I receive this? Like, how can I receive this as just like love and like being okay with being celebrated?
Right.
So I really had to like intentionally do something different. And I feel so amazing about like just stepping out there, posting, and then also just like when people were DMing me or you know texting saying happy birthday, I was like, thank you so much. Like I actually like take a moment to receive this. I didn't say that, but I did. And I was like, thank you. I received this. Like I feel so loved in your like text to me. And also my birthday is Friday, but I'm just so excited to have received this from you. And that's such a different way of receiving them. Before I would have been like, no, actually it's not, you know, and that's how we like block receiving.
Right. And I mean, I feel like you could even be like, you know, hey, my birthday is Friday, but I'm starting to celebrate my life now. Because, you know, like, I mean, for me, like I celebrate my birthday like a month long. Yeah. But like, I think it's important because like, I think celebrating is a part of the process of entrepreneurship, but it's also a part of the process of like consciousness. So it goes hand in hand with conscious entrepreneurship, because when we celebrate, we like surrender. And when we celebrate, we activate our deserving. And when we celebrate, we're telling the universe that we are enough and that we are deserving enough to celebrate ourselves. So it's like, yes, like you deserve to celebrate your life every day, but especially on your birthday.
Oh, yes. And thank you, Abdul. You know, that's the thing, you know, that's why I was just like, you know what, getting really conscious about, do I feel worthy of being celebrated and can I receive that? Like, can I just like open up to the receiving of that and whatever that comes along with? Because, you know, just like what you were talking about your business, and we can feel like that way about our business. What I just said was, you know, when things didn't happen exactly the way that we thought it could happen, or if things don't look exactly how we wanted to look and it's campaign day or it's like it's launch day, and, you know, do we move forward or do we not? Do we allow people to celebrate where we've come or
and how far we've come?
Yeah, like not having it perfect. So the thing is like to celebrate your best and celebrate that you got here. And like, man, I've had like such a different transition over time for the last couple of like years, but actually just within the last 2 months, I think I said this last time, but since I'm today 35, I really want to mention it that before. Thank you.
Yes, because that is amazing. And you're fabulous. 35 and fabulous.
Yeah. So what I really got over the last couple of weeks is that like time, right? Like time. I thought that, oh man, I don't have any time. I'm running out of time. I'm getting older. So many things I wanted to accomplish. All of these things that are just like grappling onto time. And what I really got over the last couple of weeks was that actually, you know what, the time I've had, like the 35 years I've been here, I have not earned 1 minute of it. I haven't earned 1 second of it, 1 month of it. Like all the years I've been here, I have never earned it. That actually I was given it. I was given each moment. I'm given this moment now here with you guys.
Right.
It's
and just, like you're also 35 years young, you know? And to me, like I have just a pet peeve. Like I hate when people are like, oh my God, like I'm so old. Oh my gosh, I'm turning so old. Because like, yeah, okay, but life is a process, and how are you gonna feel like 10 years from now when you're, you know, 10 years older, you know? Like, are you gonna be that much more sad. Like
Hey,
it's no point. And, you know, time is an illusion, and, you know, we are only getting younger. We are only getting better. And if you live with that mentality, then you really do feel it. And like, you're not going to be in that mindset of like, oh my God, this year flew by, or oh,
yeah,
where is the time going? No, you'll be living in the present moment
right.
and celebrating each present moment. And hey, Kelly.
Yes.
Kelly just popped on. And Kelly is our college roomie, and she, well,
Joining
was
us?
our college roomie. We're not in college anymore. And she, say that again?
Are you coming on, Kate?
Oh,
Kelly?
I think she's driving, but you can let us know, Kelly, if you want to come on. Um,
Is also manifestation, hugely manifestation. Yes. Joy is so
yeah.
really blessed solar return to you, goddess. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And it's also, did I say it's also Stuck's birthday as a 501c3 nonprofit. So Stacy and Stuck share the same birthday, which is fabulous. And my dog is barking. Things are just going crazy today. But we're still celebrating, you know, because life is a celebration. But yeah, so Kelly was our college roommate, but she also edited Stuck's documentary film, which we will be premiering later today. And another cheers to that, Stacey.
Yes.
Yeah, we're drinking before, what is it, 10 a.m.? 10 a.m. And that's fine because we're celebrating. And sometimes you have the ability and the power to do that, especially when you've put in all the hard work. And like, I've put in months of work on my project. I mean, we're celebrating Stacy's whole 35 years of her existence and her life. So cheers to that. But yeah, you know, it's a party and it's a celebration, and we're happy to be here. And I'm happy that like we have arrived at this point because like really we have come so far as individual human beings, and like we've grown together and seen each other like grow through so much. Oh, hey, Kelly. Hey. Kelly, let us know if you want to pop on as our guest and talk about the film. If not, that's okay too. But yeah. What was I gonna say? So, oh yeah. So I think that celebrating is a form of like, it's a form of surrender. It's a form of deserving, and it's also a form of letting go. And letting go is a huge and like one of the final stages and steps of manifestation. And it's like when you've come to the point where like you've done the work, you believe in yourself, you have, you know, done all that you need to do, then it's like you can't keep clinging and grasping to the idea of like, oh my God, I want this to happen. Oh my God, I need this to happen next. No, it's time to like let go of it. And a good way of like letting go is to celebrate, like celebrate how far you've come, celebrate yourself, celebrate your life, celebrate like with those around you, with people around you who make you happy, who bring you joy, who add more light and love to your life. Yeah, that's my spiel.
And celebrating, you know, definitely a form of manifestation. I know that's what Crystal was saying, but just that it is really highlighting what you have. Like at that point, it's like really being able to be grateful and be in gratitude of the things that you have. So yes, so that you can be given more, because there's a vibration to that. There's a vibration is like celebrating what's there all around you already. Just like saying, yes, this is what I love. This is what I honor. This is what I want more of. And
right. And so Courtney asks, is there any like particular superpower, Stacey, that you are bringing into this new year of your life or business?
So sorry that there's a big old trash truck in this.
It's okay. There's delays, trash trucks, dogs
Yeah.
barking. It's okay. We're moving through it.
They're a superpower. You know, what I feel that I've been honored to be blessed with just these last couple of months is a new relationship to my body and intuition. And I think like bringing myself more to life, like life as being present and life into my business is what I'm bringing this year, because there was a lot of times, some people know my story, but because of some traumatic situations, I really haven't like actually numbed out my body and my voice. And you know, that's kind of like
Throat chakra.
symptoms, like that's the symptoms of what happened, right? But what was deeper was that actually there was so many times that I wasn't present, that I wasn't like fully here, that like I was somewhere and thinking about how much I'm not somewhere else. And I think like just bringing myself fully and also authentically, like revealed, right? Like the mask off, like this is who I am.
Mask off.
Yeah, like and getting the people that are around me and the people that are, you know, supposed to be there, letting them see me for who I am, and staying there because of who I am, or leaving, and that's okay.
Right.
You know,
Yes.
what,
Yes.
you know what, maybe I can't fulfill that for you, and that's okay. And that you would be better served with like a different friend or a different mentor, or and like just being okay with like exactly who I am, exactly who I serve, and just like, yeah, that's pretty much the big
Yeah.
fun this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think yeah, like authenticity is such a powerful superpower, and I think it is one that you are embodying and mastering. And I think like even with these conversations, you know, it's like we're taking the risk to just be our authentic selves like every Friday morning. And you know, even with like the technical difficulties or things that happen or whatever, it's like, yeah, whatever, that's a part of it. That's our authentic selves. This is who and what we are right here and right now. And it's like by being that, I think not only do we like teach others what we are going through, but it's like we can inspire others to be their authentic selves as well.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
share their voice.
True. True.
But can I share my
Yeah.
superpower?
Go ahead.
Since it's Stuck's birthday, I will share like a business superpower.
Yeah.
And I feel like the one that I'm going to embody in this next year is just calmness, you know, like because things happen, stuff goes wrong, like things get delayed, things are, you know, behind schedule sometimes, but it's like, I feel like as long as you have that calmness, then you can always return back to center and you can return back to yourself. And with Stuck Designs, our tagline is self-love first. And so that's really just a passion for me. It's just like really just returning within and tapping within, because I truly believe that, like, you know, you are your own problem and you are your own solution as well. And like all your answers are really within. And it's like when we go within, we tap in that inner love and like, you know, can be like, okay, let me just calm down in the situation. Everything is going to be okay. Like, and you know, it'll flow. It'll work itself out. But just have that calmness and that inner knowing is like, yeah, that's a superpower that I'm trying to embody with this next coming year for sure.
Yeah, I love that. You know, I mean, that already speaks to me. Like, I feel that. I feel like, you know what, like trust, right? Like trust and surrender, that kind of is in that in that embodiment of what you're talking about. And it feels so good to just realize, you know what, that whatever is like meant for me right now is meant for me.
Yeah.
And that being okay with our best, like being okay with our best, not perfection, just our best, that we're bringing that and we're bringing that to the table and forward, and then trusting that that'll kind of just like build on, like our best just keeps getting better.
Right. It really does.
Yeah. And then if you're willing to do that, like what I see with you, Brett, is like you're willing to do that, willing to take the risk, willing to, you know, not have it all together. Of course you want to, right? Like same
Right.
thing, right? But then yet still, you know,
Right.
still going forward, still putting it out, still making changes, still, you know, being flexible, you know, so many different
And
avenues.
it's scary. Like it is a scary process, I feel like, to do that. But it's like when, you know, no risk, no reward type of thing. And no risk and there's less to celebrate, you know? Like I think that it's just about, you know, really like taking these leaps and like, you know, and it's like doing the work, diving in, taking these risks, but then it's like stepping back and really taking time to celebrate. And I think that that's something that we've always done, like for most of our friendship and most of our lives, Stacey. Like I feel like we're good at celebrating. Like with our group of friends, we have a family of friends.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yes.
to the Wolf Pack.
And Tatiana's birthday weekend.
Yeah, Tati and LD and
Guys.
yes, and they're like literally our second family. And so like I don't know how we all I don't know how we manifested the second family of ours, but it's like we all have share similar mindsets of just like the power of celebration and like the power of celebrating and uplifting each other. And like I think many people can look at it as like, oh yeah, we've just liked a party, which is a bit of it.
Yeah.
But like, no, like I think that as we mature and as we get older and as we grow in our like relationships and our careers and just like life in general, it's like we're still celebrating. We still celebrate each other. We still throw ragers. We still like, you know, do this, but we do it in balance, and we do it in like in more consciousness now and in conscious awareness. But like, yeah, like I think people have the mindset of too, just like, oh my God, when I get to be 40, like, life is just going to be over. And, you know, like I'm not going to be able to celebrate. But I mean, look at Lala.
Right. With me, I'm like, oh, damn.
That is goals.
Oh, I love that you said that, because I do feel like there's been this celebration and like we've been able to grow in that, like with us two. And I think that it's helped us in a lot of down moments. We're like, okay, forget it. Let's go out. Let's, you know, go paint this.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Stacy, you guys, should we tell the story of how we met?
Yeah. Actually.
That's a part of celebration. Okay, so me and Stacy, not how we met, but the very first time we like actually hung out, we celebrated. And so I think like, and this, you can probably tell it better than I can, Stacy. But yeah, it was like a celebration. And I think that like we continued to like keep that tradition in our friendship, like through our entrepreneurial careers, through whatever we went through. So yeah. You can tell it.
So how me and Brett met. We became roommates at Loyola University. We were renting an apartment with two other of our roommates who for some reason weren't down to go to this event. And we really just met, and she was going to the event. I was like, okay, like I would love to go too. So I was like, okay, I'll go along with you. Like it'll be fun. I was kind of a transfer student, and Brett's been around. So I was like, okay, you know, like me and her will hang out. It'll be fun. So we're just meeting for like the first time, and then we pick a time to hang out and meet up at the event. Now, when we go, there's a long line. Like there is, gosh, hundreds of people standing outside to go into what was the warehouse at the time in Marina Del Rey. And I was like, damn, this is going to take us before I could even finish my sentence, this woman's like, oh, no, we're not waiting in line. Like,
I said no lines. We don't do lines.
By not singing in line, you know, I'm so like, you know, by the book or whatever. And then Brett's like, oh, no. And and Brett's a little thing, you know, she like grabs my hand. She's like, oh, no, we're going. And we're like walking up to the front. People are just watching us the whole time. She's like, okay, we're here, basically. And the people are just like, oh, you too? Yeah, we let you in. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what is this woman?
But that was also relationships. Like that happened because of like the relationships that I like just have with people, and like the authentic relationships that I have with people, yeah, that then, you know, combines with the ability to just celebrate. Right. But like, yeah, like I don't know. I have a love for people. I have a love for community. I have a love for talking to people, and like, we just pushed through and we did it.
Things about her, you know, like her confidence, her tenacity, her just like, you know, yeah, like she said, her building of relationships, because that was actually what's like behind that all, right? Like she's had relationships, she's partied with these people, she knew them, they knew her. And like they want to know, you know, they think she's cool. They think that she is bringing the party too, that it's an asset to have her there at the party. So that is really what I like honed in on. I was like, oh, wow, this girl. Yes. Go. And you know what? I don't know. It was just as if we clicked for the first time. It's something that I used to do with my sister. We used to like, okay, let's like kind of work the room, you know, talk to people, get to know new people. And that's something that I always loved. Like finding someone, oh, Brett, this and this, you know, that's what we started to do as a love for each other and for people around us, being able to connect people together. And like with both of our energies just seem to match and mesh so well. And we love to dance. Like that's something 100%. You could find me on the dance floor. I'll bring other people to the dance floor, and like we're just having fun.
Reggae, whatever may have you. We
Yeah,
love it.
that's how I really got to know her, though.
And never, oh my God,
Yeah.
I just remembered that like our first idea, like before the brainstorming of Stuck came along, before any of that, we were like, Stacey, I was like, we need to plan parties. Like, we need to just be party planners. We need to do this. So like, we really did start our entrepreneurial careers by kind of under guidance of Jamal Kinney.
Oh,
if you're ever watching this, thank you, Jamal.
oh,
But
here at the time, and we're like, okay, he knows how to plan these parties. He would plan phenomenal parties anyway for a lot of the guys, and a lot of women would be there. Thank you, Whit. And then we're like, oh, we need to do this for women. Like that, let them be the head. I mean, we're still inviting all of the guys, but like just like a women's like party that like we're at the head of it, and like all the women that are like at the door checking people in, and just like have this whole woman vibe. And it was amazing. That's how kind of like, yeah, we started with Stuck.
And he really coached us. Like, he entrepreneurial coached us. This is a guy who was at our college too. So we really just approached him like, hey, tell us how you do this. Cause he never had a real job. Like he never had worked for anyone like ever, like in his whole life. And we were just like, how do we do this? And he basically, just was telling us like that while, like everybody's just having fun in college and whatever, like if we just focus on it, like then anything can really happen for us, and then we can achieve anything. And so, he taught us a whole lot of building blocks on like for our entrepreneurial careers, but he also taught us a lot about celebration, like, and that like we can be, I love how you said that, Stacey, assets to the party.
Exactly.
And like, cause we are assets to the party, like essentially. And like, he taught us just how to lead and how to be organized and how to like stay focused in like celebratory environments, like, because there's a way that you can do that and lead that. So yeah. I'm glad I remembered that.
And there was a whole nother issue when Brett went missing, and I had to go find her, and we'll tell that.
That's another story for another time.
But like she said, I think what we really came together on, which we're still on those journeys today, was like our love and our wanting to empower other women. Brett really through art, me through self-development and writing and stuff like that. But our lives have continued to like intertwine, and I'm so in love with like kind of what we're able to bring to surface, because actually we were combined first, right? It was something we were going to do together, but we kind of had to break up and grow so much. And you know what, honestly, which we'll talk about another time too, honestly, I was like so afraid of that. Like, I didn't want us to be apart,
I didn't either, but I think I think that's a huge...
it wasn't like necessarily a good breaking, but at the same time it was in so many ways, because like our friendship has grown so much stronger over the years. Like, we have a way of like still communicating, even if we don't agree with something, being able to hear each other but from the other side, and just like have a reverence for this person, that even if I don't agree, wait a minute, let me listen in, let me lean a little bit in, like, and think about that a little bit longer, because that the way that we've been able to come at each other, even if in like a non-agreement, is non-judgment, because of all the things that we've been through. So I think that that's so beautiful. I love how we're able to intertwine and connect, and we always find ways of still, rising together. So
yeah, no, I mean, that's so true. Cheers.
For all the support over these years, and man, all the different changes that's happened, and we'll dig deeper into that one day too. But yeah,
I feel like each week, we tell little snippets of our journey, like, because we really have had a story. I feel like we could write a freaking book on all we've been through. But yeah, I think just being non-judgmental is so key. Being non-judgmental is also hella key to being able to celebrate, because you know what, like, some people literally do not have the ability to celebrate because they don't have the ability to get free up here. And if you don't have the ability to get free, if you don't have the ability to let go, to surrender, to surrender to what is and celebrate yourself and own your deserving, you know, it's just like you can't, you don't have that space. You don't have that, like, that space that creates that fun to celebrate. And that space is really just living in the here and now. It's being in the here and now. It's being in the present and embracing that present moment. Like for an example, I feel like when we always like go out with our friends and, you know, we're having a good time, sometimes, most times, I feel like we forget to, you know, take pictures. We forget to like document like when we've actually been out, because we're just having so much fun in the present moment. And like that is a huge part of just like being able to fully embrace celebrating. Every time I like shake my head, these things are going crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm really grateful just, I mean, to have a best friend like you, to be on the journey that we've been on and that we're still on, and like in a way, like still just beginning. Like we're literally just beginning this next chapter of our journey, and like this next chapter of our lives and of our entrepreneurial goals. And I think it really was scary for us, you know, like just kind of separating off into our own like communities of women and communities of women who we can impact and touch the lives of. But like, I think once we did that, once we did separate a bit and like own our personal authority, which is the topic that we spoke of last week, you know, then, you know, we became stronger. We became stronger as individuals. We became stronger as leaders, of community leaders, of thought leaders, and, you know, of owners of our own brands. And like now, collaborating and coming together, we are even more powerful. And like we can bring these two communities together in one place.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Birthday girl. Birthday girl.
Yes, birthday and Stuck's birthday. Brette's business.
Yes. Stuck Design's birthday.
Yes.
Stacy's birthday.
Launching iFund Woman today. Woman can't.
Oh, and I feel like when we have lived with our group of friends, we have this rule, like, and it's like when it's your best friend's birthday, it's your birthday too. It's like, so you got to go as hard as your best friend does on their birthday. Like that's our pact as friends. Like that's our rule. And we all follow it. So it's like, you know, like when it's LD's birthday, Corey goes just as hard, you know? So when it's your birthday, I have to go just as hard. So, you know, cheers to you. It's your special day. And after we get off this live, I will be launching a documentary film for Stuck Designs, a long time coming, and it is an international film filmed in Ghana, LA, Indiana, Mumbai, India, all around the world.
Wow.
And we're bringing it all together.
Amazing. I can't wait to see. I'm excited for the premiere. And Brett, congratulations on your accomplishments. And
congratulations on your life.
And on Thank you. I love you. I love these chats. I'm so glad that we can bring it and also have others that bring the energy and like are here with us. So thank you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Have an amazing day. Celebrate. Like,
yes, please celebrate you. Celebrate your life. Celebrate today like it's your birthday too, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. I think that is that all we have today? I think so, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and looking at my notes. That's pretty much it. Oh, and then, you know, a motto of mine is, you know, celebrate everything. Just remember to celebrate everything. Like when you have an opportunity to celebrate, do. Like when it's a small win, celebrate. When it's a big win, celebrate. Like, because that's just upping the energy. That's upping your feeling tone. That's bringing in more good. That's bringing in more positivity. That's bringing in more light. And like, that's what we're all about. Upping the light here, upping the vibration and the frequency and bringing that into business and entrepreneurship. So until next time.
Thank you.
Happy Fempreneur Friday. Meet here every Friday at 9:30 a.m. PST for talks on conscious entrepreneurship. Wow.
Yeah.
And yeah, have a great day, everyone. Happy Friday. TGIF.
Bye. See you soon.
Bye.